Всем привет, друзья, меня зовут Ася. Сегодня мы с вами начинаем проходить игру Tower. Погнали! Я тут проходила недавно, да, это было случайно. У меня все, короче, не удалось установить файлик, так что погнали заново.
Grimore, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basic. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Так, ну что, погнали. Теперь нам нужна карта, двигаем сюда.
It's full of the same weird
Any
wood.
fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is
It's
some.
a cassette tape, or it used to be.
Так, погнали. Теперь дальше двигаемся. Главный вход.
It's red, but I don't think it's painted. It's just red. Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight
I'm
in.
pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
Ну ладно, пошли. Тут мы передвигаемся за счет карты.
Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion? This one has a big P.
That's probably important.
How very P-ceptive of you.
It's a big glass tube filled with.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing more.
Ну ладно, пошли. Вот сюда.
Let's head to the crime scene first. It's at the top of the west tower, I think. Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the west tower. Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the west tower.
Ладно.
Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the west tower.
А, вот сюда, ладно. Башня Флоры.
The outline.
В сфере Флоры, кажется, она упала на спину.
A single patch of blood right in the middle.
Единственное, лучше крови прямо посередине.
Real
Каких
signs.
признаков борьбы?
That's weird.
Странно, что?
Her feet are right.
Ее ноги были прямо у Мольберта.
So,
И...
So she was one of
Значит,
the
она, скорее всего,
standing
стояла
there.
слишком близко к Мольберту перед тем, как упала. Давай посмотрим досье еще раз.
there it is.
Вот он, не закончил портрет Флоры Флор. Значит, Робби до того, как она закончила картину, кажется, да. У нее ножик в руках. И почему-то там та девушка.
I wonder if all of
Интересно, Фрей, все картины такие жуткие.
maybe it's
Может, это все потому, что она ее не закончила?
Something wrong with the
На месте
crime scene.
преступления что-то не так.
Something
И это орудие убийства реально странное.
we didn't find them.
Мы не нашли орудие убийства. Что думаете? Ой. Ну? Залито было... Ладно, кисточка была использована. Ей был Флор, но ее забрали с места преступления. Погнали.
was used to kill Freya Fellow, but it was removed from the scene. Now,
Ладно. Как-то замешано в нападении Флоры. Спасибо. Потому что Фрея хотела это съесть. Я так задумала, но ее забрали с места преступления. Ладно, я поняла, это не годится. Она хотела показать портрет. Фуродер, на котором была, ну, на ней изображена вот эта дамочка, держит в руке нож, на котором был изображен. Заковала Фрею. Да, потому что... Ну, наверное, потому что он заковала Фрею.
Is holding a knife tipped with Flora's portrait because it stabbed Freya. That's not right.
Руки. На картине нож, кровь. Что это значит? Ой.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with red paint because it stabbed Freya. Almost.
Почти может что-то изменить. Но ладно. Отлично. Это значит, это нам надо. Потому что Фрея так задумала. Нож и кровь. Может, это кровь?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. Almost. Maybe just
Что и не так-то? О!
Flora's
Опа!
holding a knife
Получилось!
blood because it stabbed Freya.
Что?
Weird, huh?
Страна.
You think Freya
Думаю,
was
Фрея убила
stabbed
картину.
by a painting?
Это она нарисовала убийца, наверное. Причем женщина. Не женщина на картине, а сама картина.
Itself.
Mm-hmm.
Кажется, по-моему, Барретта, когда ее убили.
When she was killed. There's blood on the
Но
knife.
на ноже кровь — это орудие убийства.
Right. But
Это не нож, и им нельзя убить.
it can't stab.
See any other
Ты
knife
видишь
around?
какие-нибудь другие ножки? Ножи, точнее.
Split.
The case is not closed.
Дело решено. Совсем не решено, даже если ты прав, что нам с этим делать.
A painting can't
Картина не может стать подозреваемым в убийстве. Ой, господи, незаконченная картина. Продолжить. Мы поговорим с ней.
Flora.
Флор.
Fellow?
Hey,
Здрасте.
sorry,
Извините,
bartend.
что так врываемся.
I'm sure you're still
Уверена, что вы еще
some
скорбите.
distress.
We need to
Ну, нужно задать вам парочку вопросов.
Did you witness
Флора, вы
the
видели,
murder?
как произошло убийство?
Nothing.
Ничего.
What do we do?
Что ж делать?
Not sure.
Не знаю.
She's entitled
Он
to
так и не
her
справа на
silence, I
молчание.
suppose.
For now.
Пока.
Flora. Fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still.
Is there
Тебе нужно
anything
что-то
you'd
сказать,
like to
Флора?
tell us, Flora?
Да не хочет она ничего сказать.
I don't really know anything about you at all.
Я вообще о вас ничего не знаю. Мне кажется, это ей не нравится.
We'll just have
Ну,
to ask
посмотри
other people
других
about
о
her.
ней.
Yeah, okay.
Ну ладно. Мы еще вернемся к тебе. Обсерватория.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
Ну, погнали тогда вчера.
Began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Ну, мы все узнали вроде бы. Ладно. Пошли сюда. Мастерская. Это Фитц?
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
Это Феликс.
This is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries. exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Чё, ну погнали его допытывать.
So, Felix, what exactly do you do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like hair statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Feller.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Ну, последний, давайте вчера.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help. But I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Но,
It
давай.
was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Ну, все, мы услышали все его показания, думаю. И можно дальше и допытывать людей. Комната Фрей. А это ее комната.
It's really something.
Эта картина это нечто. Зачем решить такое прямо над кроватью? Может, Фрей нравилась атмосфера, которая от нее веяла? Атмосфера хаоса и угнетения? Подожди-ка. Возле двери стоит такая же поменьше. Это фотография. Так.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
Ладно.
Looks like old wine.
It's a little glass
Маленькая
box.
стеклянная шкатулка. Мне кажется, это виварий.
Come again?
Прости, что? Видишь, на 3 веточки и листочки, возможно, держали насекомых.
It's Freya's bed.
Кровать Фрей немного неопрятна. Совершенно нормальный уровень неопрятности.
It's a little wooden box.
Деревянная коробочка с кисточками для рисования. Может, для стороннего наблюдателя? Ну ладно. Ой. Это не настоящие кисточки, похоже, не являются частью своего рода размыкающего механизма. О, понятно. Писец. Все, мы приплыли, походу, да? О, добро пожаловать. Пиздец. И что ж делать-то? Судя по всему, это сюда. Нет, ладно, это вот так вот. Давайте думать. Судя по всему, это вот тут вот должно быть. Так, с меньше слов больше дела. Мы, походу, разбираемся. Вопрос мы не до конца разобрались. Ну вот. Все? И что это даст? Я так понимаю, цвета. Ужас.
Nothing. Did you find a hint on those scraps? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw puzzle.
Тут 3. Ужас. Значит так, тут 3. Здесь. А это как понять, что 3? Ужас. А это что?
Let's take a break.
Draw it.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing. One of them's holding a red rose.
Отлично.
A pillow with a paw
It's a
print.
cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone. That painting.
Why would you
Maybe
want
Freya
the
knew. Hang
items?
on. There is a smaller
It's
group.
a photograph.
А может, можно... Ладно.
Painting supplies.
Brushes.
They're clean, but they look pretty while you... What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty. Even though we're
Можно поднять башню, но кто-то заносит грязь с улицы.
That painting.
Why?
Maybe Freya. Hang on. There is a
It's a photograph.
Ну все, мы поняли. Спасибо, спасибо.
It's a little
To the casual observer.
Ну ладно. Сука, неужели заново? А, не поняла. Ну это ж так. Вот. Да тут нет недостающих.
Nothing.
Did you find a hint? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw puzzle.
Разложи бумагу, чтобы найти подсказку. 3, 1. Как понять? 3. Вот, 1. Это 2, значит. Дальше что? Да что это вот это значит? Объясните мне, пожалуйста.
That was a
Brush has
Краски своей особенности, высота и форма ширины.
shape.
Краски цвета ручки. Нужна информация должна на бумаге. Осталось только правильно сложить. Да мы что, неправильно сложили, думаешь? Но я не вижу больше никаких подсказок.
Freya was
В общем, пока мы решили это, предположительно, Флори рисовала картину, когда ее убили. Кажется, она держала в руках кисточку или палитру, когда упала. Ладно.
didn't even get a chance.
Даже не
to
успел отмыть кисточку. Бывшая красная краска.
Is that an egg?
Это яйцо? Яйцо с птичьими ножками.
also
Все покрыто самоцветами.
ordinary object.
Совершенно не... Ёпта.
Those gems
Кажется, эти самоцветы можно снять. И чё, ебануться? Да вы чё, издеваетесь? Пиздец.
It's some kind of clue about.
На свет местами поверни яйцо, чтобы увидеть
It's
подсказку.
some kind of clue about where.
А, то есть мы должны...
It's some kind of clue about. Where.
Ладно. Бля... Давайте сфоткаем. Это на все, что я пока способна. Ужас. Значит, фиолетовый, зеленый, фиолетовый. Фиолетовый, зеленый, фиолетовый. Красный. Ой, ну, красный, фиолетовый. Красный. Фиолетовый. Так, тихо. Фиолетовый, зеленый, фиолетовый, красный, розовый. 2 синих. Дальше. Красный, зеленый, желтый. Красный, зеленый, желтый. Тут где-то должен быть розовый.
Nope. Did you check the clue? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put each of the gemstones.
Надо опять думать. Суки.
Is it the puzzle?
Ладно, давайте на этом закончим. Если вам понравилось, я пока буду разбираться с головоломками. А если вам понравилось, то ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, делитесь видео. А с вами был я, Ося. Всем пока, всем удачи и всем пока.